If you're a web developer in 2022 and you still haven't heard about React, I'd question what rock you've been living under.
Who are you people?
But don't feel bad, there's no reason to be alarmed because this video is going to go over some of the basics of React in just 3 minutes so that you can impress your friends. To sum it all up real quick, React is a library developed by Facebook to make it easier to interact with the document object model.
How easy was that?
And one of the key features of React is the idea of components. Basically the idea that we can take HTML elements and move them into smaller, reusable chunks of code. These components also come with things like state management to control variables in memory. We can add functions to these components and add custom functionality. We can do lots of cool stuff. So we can build highly complex web UIs by dividing them up into smaller components. And then these components can be reused and shared across the entire application. Not to mention, we can also download third-party component libraries. And React applications can be built with JavaScript or TypeScript. And the flexibility of the React library allows it to be reused in other technologies. Things like Next.js and Gatsby allow you to create web pages with server-side rendered React, where normally React is just rendered on the client. And React Native allows you to create cross-platform mobile apps on iOS and Android using React syntax. To get a basic React project up and running, we can use an NPM tool called Create React App. So you run npx create react app and then give your app a name. And this will scaffold out a basic React project for you. To understand the structure of a React app, we first need to take a look at the top level component, aka the app component. The app component is our blank canvas to add all of the child components we want to create our application. So let's say we want to create a new navbar for our page, we can go ahead and create a navbar component and then reference that navbar component on our app component to show it on the page. But before we build that component, we first need to make a decision on what syntax we want to use. Do we want to build a functional component or a class component? And if the answer is class component, you're just fucking wrong. See, class components are the old way of doing things. They expose lifecycle methods as functions under a class, whereas functional components are the new way to build out applications in React. A functional component is literally just a function that returns JSX. Oh, by the way, we haven't talked about JSX. It's this cool syntax that merges HTML with JavaScript, and it's used exclusively in React. So anyways, copy paste some HTML from the internet and get your super stylish navbar in your page, and then reference it like this. And that's basically React. Rinse and repeat for every component that you need, and obviously try and follow some best practices that you'll find throughout the internet. But that's all we're gonna go over today. Now you know a little bit more about React. I hope you have a fantastic day.